Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Ralph Reads Raw. I am Ralph Anthony Garcia, the one and only R4. Hey, it's raining out there, but I'm still going to take a chance of doing this recording. I'm loving how I'm knocking this out, and something tells me I should have been doing it like this. But hey, better late than never. And amongst all the noise and all the crap you hear outside, it ain't even gonna matter. Ain't even gonna matter, ain't even gonna make a difference. I'm gonna try to knock it out. Now, let me shout to the folks that's keeping this channel alive with their donations and being members of the channel. Nagat Mederick, salute to you. Alasia Ross, hello. Pat Master, peace. Mr. Light, what up? Bo Nitro, yo. Power 3000, what it do? Danielle Cunningham, hello. Eldar Cabal, what up though? I've been a healer, hello. Monster, my bad. Peace to you. Damian Irving, salute. BLE 007, salute to you. Just Being Kiki, hello. Sherelle 5150, hi. Belle Easler, you know how we do. Anthony Leach, cool. Calm, what up? Renard Thomas, peace. Nana James, hello. Lisa Ward from across the pond, salute to the UK. Marcus Valentine, peace. Tama, hello. Mr. Fulltime, peace to you. Desjuan Manuel, salute to you, my guy. Beverly Jones, hello, darling. Brian Latham, peace on to you, my friend. Mr. T, you already know. And finally, but never least, the Ranters Union, Geologic and Friends. Salute, man. Brother from another mother and the Brother Channel. The Ranters Union, and I'd like to thank those that tune into this channel, go into that other channel, always checking in on their programming. I appreciate what you're trying to do over there. You see, it's all about good health, good business, and let's get right down to it. I am going to roll myself a nice little L, as I always do. Yeah, I'm about to do that. But business is business first. Let's knock this out. All right, cool. Let's get down to business. I want to give a big shout to my dentist, Gabriella Dean. I'm so enamored with your work. You are so thorough. You remind me of the last guy who was my favorite dentist at the time. His name was Ali, and I gotta say, thank you. She got my joints looking perfect out here. Shout out to you, all right? So, shout out to Jaja and Medjay, the writer of this joint right here. I had a lot of fun reading this. So let's knock this out as soon as this train rolls by. All right, gotta open up the Audacity. Skip that, boom. Yeah, that's what, you know I'm going the right way. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, put my notes. And yeah, I'm gonna leave a couple of, usually I close the lives for members only because, that's just the way it is. This is exclusive content. Now I'm gonna leave a couple of episodes open, especially the rampant phenomenon ones. Just to keep those open in the meantime while I go edit all the old videos and get that part going again. You know, I just don't want to leave you waiting on content too long and too much longer. So I'll record a bunch of joints. This way y'all can always tune into something while I produce, the programming. Now, okay then, let's just begin. All right. Hello. Welcome to Ralph Reads, brought to you by TURN, the United Ronin Networks. My name, my name is Ralph Anthony Garcia, also known as R4, the legal, the loyal, the regal, the royal, Ronin Ralph, your master of ceremonies. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join the channel starting at 99 cents per month for exclusive members-only content. Tell a friend to tune in to TURN, the United Ronin Networks. We are Ronin. Tonight on Ralph Reads, the seventh and final volume of Rising Depth, phase one of the rampant phenomenon, written by Jaja and Meche. Is this a future we're prepared for? It's either fuck no or yeah sure. May I implore you all to make it make sense? Let the reading commence. Chapter 7. Everything from this point on will. 9 p.m. What happened? Hell am I doing on the floor? Why is my head pounding? What the fuck is happening to me? Clothes drenched in sweat and my mouth dry as shit. Was I dreaming? Nah, my hands slipping and spit while trying to push myself up is not dreaming. Can hardly barely move, can barely roll over, which is about all I can do. Ray is next to me, knocked out. Wipe the spit on his pants leg. Fuck! Smearing it into his pants caused his body to shift, to turn, to face me, drooling and snoring his ass off, but smiling. How did I ever get mixed up with my cousin like this? How did I ever get mixed up with my cousin like this? Oh yeah, he paid me and said he would help me with my recent blackouts, like he always says he will. Hold on for the train. It's crazy how all the other lanes who were just drinking and talking their asses off a little while ago are laid out all over the place. Some slouched over each other, others slumped over chairs everywhere. Hard to see anything up in here. Hard to see anything up in hard to see anything up in here. All the lights, even the emergency ones are shut off. Usually those lights come on when the main ones lose power. At least they do in Complex D. Damn, some of the street lights must be out too. There's barely any light coming in through the windows. Shit, the fuck happened here? I plan not responding. Wait a minute. My cell. It's fully charged. It's fully charged, but it's in Ray's pocket. Never gave it back after he was finished borrowing it. Could his pants be any tighter? Bruh, could hardly get it out of his fucking pocket. Could barely get it out of his fucking pocket. Fucking skinny ass jeans. Good. Screen finally finished with the routine upgrade. Mess no one pays attention to. Damn. Hold on. Damn sirens. Every day this shit. Every single damn day. You can't possibly tell me those driving in that ambulance or whatever right now is enjoying this shit. The noise over here, man, is ridiculous. Damn, not one bar for reception. He's groaning, so caught up with the phone, I forgot about Ray. Him moving around shows he's not dead or anything, but all that murmuring in his sleep, like he was disturbed by something in a dream, won't stop me from fucking him up when he wakes. Something tells me this is all my fault. Anyone else would have already woke him up and barked on him for whatever they thought he did, and he did do something. Not me though. This time, right now, in this auditorium filled with all these passed out people, is like the only time I have a moment to myself. Something I haven't had in a long time. No drama. Even the throbbing headache shaking the crap out the inside of my head is more welcome than dealing with someone or anyone at this moment. At this moment. Train. Yay, Lady J. What's up? You know you're welcome over here, family. Let's get to it. Thirsty. Need something to drink. About to pass out. I didn't think I was weak, but I must be since I stumbled to my feet. Arms getting tired. It's hard to keep this cell-like beaming ahead of me, especially with my feet bumping into people's bodies along the way. It's not pitch black, but shit is close enough. Even with my cells black, even with my cells backlight, my eyes are having a hard time making anything out. Anyone else may go ape shit with all this pushing, just about kicking bodies to the side, trampling on others to get into the aisle. Not me. To do what I must, I can ignore my foot mashing down on something soft, then hard, like someone's fingers. Must stay focused and not get emotional. Don't need to black out again and forget everything I did. Or get the eye plant emo sensors all about this auditorium next to the cameras to not only notify the authorities, but Complex D as well. Because you know, not only train. Because you know, not only is the city all in your affairs. Damn, another train. Shit. Because you know, not only is the city all in your affairs, so is your place of work. Glad I had my homie alter the sensitivity within my eye plant. Hopefully he really did it. Can barely walk. Stay, stay getting weaker in my legs, but need to keep on. Again, my foot hitting someone's neck. Ah, shit. Trying to stop my momentum, got my legs buckling underneath me. That's crazy how the cell just flew out of my hand and tumbled over a couple of bodies. It's like beaming across faces and arms of people before stopping to face the buffet table. Need to eat. Okay, get back up. Keep it pushing. All right, at the table. Took long enough to get there. Took long enough to get here, but screw it. I am here. This thing looks like a bottle. This thing looks like a bottle. Can't be choosy and shit right now. Crap, my teeth. Dummy, these things have caps. Great. It took my last bit of strength to get the cap off, only to have half of the juice on my shirt, 'cause I forgot how to drink properly. At least a few gulps of about the best juice I ever drank. Train. At least a few gulps of about the best juice I ever drank got me not wanting to pass out anymore. Okay, need to make my way back through the littered path of bodies to Ray. Wait a minute, something stinging in my head. Images, things blocked in my memory. Ah! The lights sprung back on like the sun just popped out of nowhere. And just like that, people are starting to stretch and yawn. People are starting to stretch and yawn. The same ones that looked lifeless earlier. Most seemed confused and shocked to hell to wake up with their face pressed against the school floor, the ledge of chairs, in someone's lap, or mashed up in a plate full of food. I need to quickly get over. I need to quickly get back over to Ray. The surprised looks on their faces seemed to be moving into expressions of anger. Small groups coming together, discussing what could have happened, then pulling into larger groups, becoming a tightly packed mob, for them becoming a tightly packed mob, heading over for that girl Mafdet. Shit is about to jump off. Maffei! Maffei! Her friend is screaming out, Maffei! Her friend is screaming out desperately, rocking back and forth on the floor with Mafdet in her lap. Mafdet's trembling, her legs kicking and scraping along the floor. Looks like she's having some sort of attack. Should I do anything about it? Considering that crazy shit that took place earlier, should I even be near her? Who was that? That just whizzed past me and rushed to Mafdet's side. He looks like he doesn't know what to do, whipping his head around in every direction, finally stopping and looking down at Mafdet. What the fuck did he just do? Why is he prying open her mouth and shoving his hand in like a karate chop? What the fuck is going on? My fingers are practically numb against her teeth, digging into them with no remorse, getting weird sensations as her tongue laps against them. Damn. My fingers are practically numb against her teeth, digging into them with no remorse, getting weird sensations as her tongue laps against them, while I try to hold it down. Empathy is fighting a battle against the drugs DL shot into my body. Mafdet's eyes are rolling around erratically, and her huffing out her nose into my face should issue more of a response from me. Poor child. This wasn't well thought out at all, but I couldn't stand by idly like all the people who crowded in around her. Some of these bastards are digging frantically in her pockets for their phones, and multiple sent IM notifications are chiming out one after the other. Some are just watching intensely, probably recording everything in their iPlads. Others toggle between struggling to look, then turning away disturbed, only to look again, but do nothing. It just dawned on me. With all this confusion, why haven't the emo sensors been triggered? And I am sure the cameras in here have caught just about everything that took place that we didn't see. Try to relax, Mafdet. Breathe slowly through your nose. Calm down. The words that leave my lips are barely convincingly. I can't imagine how my cracked voice could offer any comfort, along with my hand shoved in her mouth. train. Oh, shit! Damn it! That hurt a little. Even with the euphoric mood swinging back and forth through my body. Crying out on the inside of my head completely wiped away the memory that just popped up on what to do in situations like these. But I did not know that shoving my hand in her mouth was not the correct protocol. None of this is gonna help me get out of Nova City for that vacation. This is not what DL will call observing the situation quietly, quote unquote. And to make matters worse, when I rushed to Mafdet's aid, Wayne's face swept by my eyes in a blur. Well, at least he's only standing there and watching without changing his position. Are you Josie? She's barely noticing that I'm shaking her arm. She's still holding Mafdet's head in place on her lap. She's still holding Mafdet's head in her place. She's still holding Mafdet. She's still holding Mafdet's head in place on her lap. Listen to me. My word. Listen to me. My words aren't reaching her. She just keeps shaking her head while her tears fall to Mafdet's face. Josie! Josie! Let me try placing my hand lightly on her cheek. That might snap her out of it. What? What? She's back to the present, but not without pulling Mafdet's head along. When she moved, painfully yanking at my fingers. Try to relax. She's almost through it now. Little by little, Josie's breathing goes calm. Little by little, Josie's breathing grows calmer as she rubs at her eyes and sniffles. Who are you? She's looking at me funny, at my hand jammed in her girlfriend's mouth. What am I going to say to her? She caught me off guard. Scenario after scenario runs through my head. Scenario after scenario runs through my head. And answers creeping to the surface. A friend. A friend. A friend. That's all she needs to know for now. A friend that wants his hand back. I'm forcing a smirk, now worried more than ever about what all this will mean in the end. Gently, pressure eases its way down off my hand. At last, freedom. All that kicking and jerking about that shook Josie and myself came to an abrupt stop. Mafdet is breathing normally, and so am I. Faint sighs of relief slip out from different parts of the crowd. They ain't do shit, so I don't see why. Cautiously, as slow as possible, I pull my hand from out her mouth, unsticking flesh from her teeth. You okay? Josie muttered to me, but I am too busy stuck on how deep the teeth marks are dug into my fingers and how no skin was broken. Yeah, I guess I am, for the moment. Without a murderer whose act I witnessed bearing down on me, how should I be? Oh, yeah. And with a prosthetic heart in my chest and a crap load of drugs swimming around in my system. No cap. Just don't look up at him. Stay here. Be with Josie and Mafta. He probably doesn't know anyway. How could he? But something in me keeps ignoring the rational thought that keeps screaming out, "It's okay." My heart's quickening in pace as I try to stop my head from rising towards Wayne. My my eyes find his. You killed her. It was like the words poured out from my eyes and into his. And no matter how much I want to turn away, the truth and my eyes seem intent on letting him know I knew. You fucking murderer! Now it feels beyond my control. My entire face is yelling at him, my tongue moving in my mouth with every word in my head. Part of me wants to pounce on him and choke his life out from his throat. But Wayne is looking blandly back at me. He doesn't pick up on anything. In fact, he turns to some dude next to him and starts arguing. In fact, he turns to some dude next to him and starts arguing. Mister! Mister! Josie's calling out to me, but I Josie's calling out to me, but I barely hear her. Bruh! She's tugging at my sleeve. Yes? Answering her made it easier to look away from Wayne and the rage that's building. And the rage that's building. How do you know Maffy? Maff everything about her that was polite before. Now she's pushy. I need to just walk off without answering. Mafdet is still unconscious. I asked you a question. Her voice is getting turned up. Ignore what is quickly becoming an interrogation. Stand up and walk away. Leave Josie and Mafdet on the floor. Something is stirring in me as I make my way through the crowd, almost pulling me to turn around and go back. Hey, you know what happened to us? Someone blurts out to me. They don't have to lay a hand on my chest like that. No. She's making me kind of nervous. I brush off her hand, anxious, just to get the fuck out of there. Just to get the fuck out of here. I've seen all I needed to I've seen all that I needed to see. A little too much. Mysteriously passing out. After her speech, and now remembering bits and pieces of things that can't be real, pushing me even further to leave as soon as possible. He doesn't know anything, but that Josie girl should know. Another speaks out. What the fuck did you do to us? Someone else screams, shaking their fist. How come I feel so... How come I feel sick to my stomach and can hardly breathe? A girl falls to her knees, almost sobbing. You a psychic witch or something like that? When she blurts this question, you could hear a pin bounce off the ground. She must be one. Yeah, that's why she's always sick at every meeting and shit. Amidst all this building tension, all I need to do is keep walking, keep my back turned to the madness brewing behind me. Almost to the exit. Fuck all of y'all! Fuck all of you! A loud voice roars. She's not a fucking witch! It's Josie screaming to the top of her lungs. Go back. Go back. A voice is whispering to me in my head. It sounds like Tony. Really? With my legs? They're taking me back. Let me through. Let me through. No choice but to push my way into the crowd, jamming my elbow into a few ribs. They're too close to starting a riot. Get off of her! Josie yells, kicking a girl off Mafdet. Some dude comes up behind her and is trying to yoke her. What you think you're doing? Damn train. The dude with Wayne rushes in, swinging at his head, slamming his fist into Kat's ear. This isn't good. I didn't come here to fight or to break one up. But it's too late for any of that now. This mob must think I'm with Mafdet by now anyway. They're making it difficult to get through. Is he with them? Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Oh, shit. Move! 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 Get the fuck out the way! No time to be polite. A fist is flying at my head, but not quicker than mine at theirs. They're stumbling back. Good. But now two other folks are running at my sides. My hands are springing out reflexively, mushing them in the face. I ain't been in a fight in a while, but my legs are naturally picking up speed. Carrying my body, running through them. Please don't let them find out I'm with DL. I'm almost over to Mafdet. Wayne's manhandling anyone that comes close. Ray's swinging a chair at others, and Josie's stuck between shielding Mafdet and ramming whatever limbs she can into people. Something studded coming towards my nose. against my body is going, again, my body is going to, my body is going, again, my body is going into action, ramming my fist into the face of the one who swung it. Damn! I just hit a woman! I can't get soft-hearted, just push forward and mouth that. Damn dogs outside. What's this heaviness that dropped onto my shoulders? No one laid a hand on me. Guilt? I really didn't see her. Moving towards Mafdad is becoming a fight against my own body. The muscles in my arms, chest, and legs keep cramping up, but the weight on my shoulders is different, keeps getting heavier. I can't move! What's happening to us? Help! Oh, God! The desperate screams echoing through the auditorium, followed by heavy wheezing, whispering out to shortness of breath. See how noisy it is in the hood? I can't get nothing done. The desperate screams echoing through the auditorium, followed by heavy wheezing, whispering out to shortness of breath, doesn't put a battery in my back. Not one bit. My stomach is getting queasy, lightning shooting between it and my head. Something else. God damn it. At 10 o'clock at night, it's still as noisy as it is in the daytime. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's like the train just cursed me out. Not one bit. My stomach is getting queasy, lightning shooting between it and my head. Something else. The smells. People's musk are more pungent, not smelly, but almost the electricity you smell in the air when a storm is approaching. What's with my chest? It's tightening up. Want to just stop and catch my breath. All I can do is clutch at it and wait for it to pass. If it does. The question and the whole mess of others keeps bouncing around in my head. Two people are charging out for me. The pain is gone. You! It's hard to avoid her accusingly pointing finger. You know what's going on, right? Her voice is struck. You know what's going on, right? Her voice is struggling to rasp at me. At least she's open to talk, not fight. I'm tired of fighting. Yeah! You're from DL! I've seen you! I've seen you! Squeezes out the other, who is coming close to choking. Shit. They can't breathe either. It's not just me. I can barely talk to tell them to get off my sleeves. Come on! Stop holding on to me! Why did I even let them get close enough so they could pull me down with them while they tremble? They can hardly keep their grips. I can feel their strength leaving their bodies. They collapse. Good? I mean, they were the only ones who They were the only ones who recognized me. Glad it doesn't take much to pry their hands off from me. What the fuck? Bodies are all beginning to drop. The deadened thuds. The deadened thuds of people hitting the floor one after the other. Jars of lingering suspicion running around in my head. Directive Living knows more than what they told me, which wasn't much. I completely forgot about math debt, drifting into memories as days string themselves together, forming conclusions that I'm not ready to accept. Ah! That unified yell from the ones who are still conscious, it's right in timing with the lights blacking out. I can barely see what's in front of me now. It only takes a split second for my daydream to be chased away with what I can make out of the speckled pattern auditorium floor rushing toward my face. Smashing into the floor is nothing less than like being stabbed through my skull. How couldn't I tell I was near passing out? But I'm happy to even be able to think about it. Shows I'm still alive and conscious. This throbbing upon throbbing is easing off on spiking, but without it knifing my senses, I can feel my nose going in two different directions. Damn screaming sirens. Give me a second, yo. Damn annoying ass, stupid ass sirens every day, this shit. Every day. Every day. I could feel my nose going in two different directions. I wish my face wouldn't slip across the growing puddle of blood. When I try to look up, these New York elements. What up, fam? Oh man, Lady J is in the house, and yeah, abjacks. It's annoying out here. Let me see. Another train. I wish my face wouldn't slip across the growing puddle of blood when I try to look up. God damn it. You can't be serious. Crazy. I wish my face wouldn't slip across the growing puddle of blood when I try to look up. I can't help but to fall right back down after catching a glimpse of the now darkened auditorium. My eyes are beginning to adjust, starting to distinguish shapes better. Everybody is passed out. Well, not everybody. Mafdet is getting to her feet, sluggishly but looking determined to stand. Why now? Panic is finally settling in. Panic is finally settling in. But the crazy thing is, I can barely move to panic. My throat and lungs are clogged up, and heavy phlegm gathering in them, preventing me from breathing properly. Why would my immune system work so hard to try and choke me from the inside? Thoughts racing again, getting weirder. As if all the negative shit I've done in my life is being forced out to the surface, but wants to stay in. Stop cursing. Stop cursing. Again, I hear a voice, not my own, speaking in my head. A voice in, not my own, speaking in my head. A voice like Tony's. Every ounce of energy is moving away from my limbs, pulling, no, draining away from my consciousness. And that sensation of something sitting on my shoulders is back. My splitting headache starts to compete with it. My nose is still leaking. The blood running down my neck. Why can't the sensitivity of my senses become weaker like everything else? What's that strange sound getting louder and louder? The sound of liquid filling a large container or huge plastic bag poured from a bucket. Nothing is making sense anymore. But since all the mess I've gone through this rising, what has made any sense? Great. Right away, a separate dizzying, tingling is beginning to spin around in my head. Who knows what the fuck it is? This is scaring the shit out of me, more than I am already. Why am I struggling to look around instead of just resting my nearly broken body and waiting for the next thing to happen? Everyone appears to be surrounded in some type of liquid yolk thing. What the fuck? Are those eggs? I need to stop straining the muscles in my eyes just so I can get more detail on how their bodies are being pushed to curl up in fetal position. In fetal position. In fetal position. Hard to focus. I can just about get their movement, floating and bobbing around in some glowing purplish fluid. Oh shit. I didn't notice, but the same thing is happening to me the whole time. I'm so involved with everyone else, I didn't hear the liquid pouring into a membrane swaddled up around me. Can hardly follow my first instinct to bust through it. My limbs are dampened by fatigue. The sound of this strange fluid pouring into my ears and my body slowly rising. It's beyond my comprehension. I want to go apeshit more than ever and claw my way out. But I quickly realize my body has been paralyzed for the last few minutes. All I have are my thoughts, and they aren't doing shit to help. This gel-like soup has no sympathy for the way it forces itself into all of my orifices. It doesn't take long for me to drift and bob about in my own personal egg like all the others. The temperature of it is so close to my own, it's difficult to tell if I am truly in it. And breathing isn't an issue. My lungs expand and contract like normal. Just getting now that I can breathe normally again. A near transparent film slipping over my eyes is instantly blocking out light. Even the sparks that come from thinking. Ah! That sudden burst of illumination brings back my eyesight. Peering from behind this newly formed film, I could see nothing much has changed in the room, except the varying waves of energy flowing off the eggs. Or maybe I'm just able to see what was already there, limply but gently revolving in the egg. Should have me spazzing out, but peace is taking hold of me. I can't get any control of my movements, just turning about freely to face Mafdet, staring at me from the outside. The indigo glow of energy fluctuating out from her eyes is not even surprising at this point, as it illuminates into the egg, crackling out sparks. Her hair looking woolier than before, standing up, waving about in its own electrical currents. Peter Seckham, you don't know what you stumbled into, and you don't know the measure of your importance to it at all. The sound of her voice is unreal, deep but feminine, an airy whisper, but it pushes loudly into the egg and my body. All I wanted to do was go on vacation. 12 a.m. Thank you for riding with us on the Renpet Phenomenon Express on Ralph Reed's. I would like, or rather love, to thank you, Queens and Kings, for fellow royalty, for stopping by. If you would like to leave a small donation or reach me via social media, kindly go to www.solo.to/RGMC2407. On YouTube, visit the music channel at RGMC2407 or the Art of Bounce podcast channel. Follow the Art of Bounce podcast wherever you stream your favorite programs, including Spotify, Apple, and Amazon, brought to you by ForceFed Digital and the United Ronin Networks. We are Ronin. We are Ronin. Fellow royalty, pick up a good book, read a good story, and set your good self free. I appreciate you, and I love you like cooked food. I will see you folks for the next. I will see you folks for the next mini-series right here on Ralph Reads. Be safe. Let me just wrap this up here. All right. Let me roll up this little thing right here. Now, let me just share with y'all real quick. I'm going to record another edition of The Art of Bounce in a few seconds, right after I roll this blunt. I want you to be very kind and go to Spotify, Apple, or Amazon and look for The Art of Bounce. And please leave a question, a 5-star rating, anything that might help it push it along. I can use all the help I can get, of course. I'd like to thank you folks for taking the time to listen to this story, The Renpet Phenomenon Phase 1, Rising Depth, Afrofuturism by my guys Jaja and Medjay. I think he did a fun little thing right over there. Now, for the next book, and I will come in a couple of days, and come out with it. Very happy to do so. And also, I'll record another episode of The Art of Bounce right here. Y'all know how I do. I pick a memory and I just delve into it right off the top of my head as best as I can. And, do the intros and outros subsequently afterwards. I try to record as much as I can so I can get some content, nice and ready for y'all so y'all don't wait too long and shit like that. And then I'm going to leave these raw episodes up temporarily, but in the meantime, while I work on the next episode, and then you already know the episodes be taking about a week to 2 weeks at a time. So not to keep you waiting too long, I'll just keep coming with a bombardment of content for y'all. All right. With that being said, boom, let's go. So I just got hit with a memory taking me back to the Bronx. Now, this goes back to 2007. Yeah, I'll go with 2007. We're going to the Bronx now, y'all. We're getting off the 6th train at Parkchester. The name of the place is called The Oval Restaurant, and there's an Oval Bar. It's located at the Parkchester Oval. One second. All right. I was happy to have worked at that place. I was happy to have worked at that place. I worked there for a little while. Between 2006, 2007, yeah, on and off. Because I was working between there and the little city spot downtown, and I'll display. I'll talk about that one soon enough. So as I was working between these two places, I can't front. Whenever I'm in the Bronx, it's always an adventure. It's always an adventure. Here at the Parkchester Oval, the Oval Restaurant, um, that's not my thing for the most part. My thing, my guy Ross, shout out to you, Ross, man. It's been a good long time. Hit me up wherever the hell you are, man. I'm right here, man. Boom, my dude Ross, right? We worked together plenty of times, different places. But there we were at the Oval. The Oval. I worked while he worked the Oval Restaurant train. Now then, while he worked the Oval Restaurant, I worked the Oval Bar. Now let's describe our place. You come in through uh, what's that avenue? I forget what avenue that is that takes you. It's it's basically on the corner. It's not on the corner because there's like a bagel shop right in the very corner of it. It's right next to the bagel shop as you walk down that very block there. And you turn in, right? As soon as you walk in, there's like this thing that leads you right into the restaurant when you keep on moving in, or you turn to the right, and that little cavern takes, and that little threshold takes you inside the bar area. Now, as soon as you walk in this place, let's walk directly up front first towards the restaurant. We step inside the restaurant, step down 2 steps, and the first person you see is I guess, the host or the cashier. I mean, they play both positions, if you will. They are there to greet you. They're there to greet you. They're there to sit you down. This place is I like the decor. The decor is reminiscent of like the 1920s. Very cultured, very classy, like very what was that movie? Great Gatsby-ish. Something like that. So, something like that. About 24 tables inside the establishment. Um, Huge place. Huge place. Not very, not a very huge place, but it was enough to fit, again, about 24 regulation diner tables and stuff, and chairs and whatever have you. Um, there's a waiter, there's cooks in the kitchen, slamming ass hamburgers. I gotta say, best bacon hamburgers. Best bacon cheeseburger deluxes coming out of the Bronx. Yes, I can actually say that. But too bad the place is no longer there. Sadly, way too many things happened for it to stay open. We walk out of the place, go back up the 2 stairs, and then we leave through that door to enter the little area that's going to take us into the bar. We go inside the bar, open that door there, and as soon as you step in, the bar is directly in front of you. There's a phone. Remember those? A phone, a payphone, right there. First thing you see, besides the bar, which will be the next thing. Like you actually see the entrance to the bar right there, and of course your regulation bar with all the works and bells and whistles. A couple of steps away from there is the exit door, right? And then when you look to your left, after staring out the window or the glass door of the exit door, when you look to your left, you will see a good dozen stools accompanying the bar. So, yeah, there's all that. Not a very big place. Not a very big place at all. You get these stools, and then after that, you get like a little coffer in the back, right? What's those called? You got like a good table in the back, one little singular table with two chairs. Is it? Yeah, just one table. For some reason, it's just one table. And then you got a jukebox right next to the bathroom. And it's only one bathroom. I mean, the place ain't but so big. So, ATM machine next to the jukebox. And we're walking towards the front door again. Now, things are not popping quite yet. I'm starting my shift. Everyone's shifts start at 10. And no, actually, we start at 11 and work till 6 a.m. All right, because after the Oval Bar is closed, the restaurant is still open. The restaurant, in fact, is open for 24 hours. So yeah, there's those 2 hours where we deal with the fallout to every other place that's closing around that area. Everybody always coming through to the Oval to get something to eat, which is basically mandatory each and every day, especially the weekends. And we're not too far away from the famed herpes triangle. Those that know, holler back at me if you know about this place. I certainly do. Got a few adventures I could tell you about that place, that particular area. So, there are going to be folks coming from that side of town coming over to the Oval. So, yeah, there's that. But here was about 10 o'clock at night. No, here was, damn train. One night, it was about 11 o'clock at night. There I am chilling. I think I was smoking cigarettes back there. Maybe I was having a cigarette. And this guy pulls up. Parks his car. This dude had like 5 TVs in the shit. He parks his car right there, like double parks it in front of the Oval. Steps inside for whatever reason, whatever he's doing. Right away, somebody from the sideline sees this guy. Oh, he fucked around and found out. He parks his car with the 10 TVs in it, with the system still blasting, and the guy from the sideline sees this. As soon as dude walks inside the Oval, dude wasted no time. Ran to the car. It was a Jeep. Ran to his Jeep. It was an SUV. He runs to this SUV, goes inside it, slams the door, doom, Start the keys. He left the keys and everything in it. He starts the car. Boom. Hand jets. Pew. I see all this happen in a matter of 20 seconds. It was no longer than that. Dude came out with his bag in his hand. Obviously, he came for a pickup and saw that his car left a whole bunch of smoke. He takes a look at everyone that was outside. Who did that? Didn't y'all see who it was? I kind of felt bad for the guy, but dude, what the fuck possessed you to leave your keys inside of a fucking SUV in the Bronx? You know, I mean, I can't lie. I felt a little bad for him, but can't help but to feel that he did the stupidest move, leaving his goddamn keys in the car, let alone leave the system on for the neighborhood to hear. Of course, some asshole come from the woodwork, come steal your car, man. Dude, I mean, maybe I was a bit relaxed smoking my cigarette, but the thing didn't happen inside the place, so I'm not responsible for what happens outside the place. Folks, here's a lesson. Don't do no stupid shit like that. And won't no stupid shit happen. Dig? Okay. Now, again, I was working this place on and off for a good year or so. And I gotta say, man, there was a moment or two, where Ross would just shut the whole place down. It would be as early as 10 o'clock at night. If you do not behave yourself, if you can't control if you cannot control your liquor, if you can't behave a certain way, bro, one fight too many is going to cause the whole bar to get shut down. That's just Raw's way of doing things. So, yeah, few times we had to put up with them closing down the bar side of the area, and everybody would have to take their business to the restaurant side. But this one night, I just happened to be looking outside the exit. And you pardon my silence when I'm thinking about how I'm going to tell this part of the story, because even to this day, it traumatizes me. I seen a kid in a gray hoodie running towards the public phones outside, right outside the establishment. And some dudes came after him. They were in hoodies too, puffed coats. And they just ran up on him, man. The dude just made it to the phones. These dudes pulled out. And they shot him right in front of all of us. We all seen it. The hail of bullets, the sounds that the guns made. They kept firing. They emptied out their clips on this kid, man. Once they were done, they didn't hesitate, man. They ran. I'm telling everybody, please, folks, would you please take everybody, please go inside the restaurant area. Somebody call the police, call 911, please. Oh man, yo, you can imagine what happened after that, y'all. Like, I, it didn't happen inside the bar. It happened outside the bar. Close enough, right? But oh man, all you saw was the smoke, the kid laying down, filled with holes. 10 minutes later, a whole scene pops open. You see the yellow tape, the ambulances, the police, commotion of everybody moving, taping up the area, crime scene. They wheeled the kid out of there, the whole scene of the paramedics putting the kid on a gurney. They rolled him out of there. The sirens going off. Police sticking around asking questions to the patrons. They came in asking me, of course, a couple of questions. They asked Ross a couple of questions and told him what I saw, as much as I could. Very sad day, man. To tell you the truth, I don't know if that kid even made it. I just didn't know. It wasn't like anyone had any updates, or if people even cared. I just don't recall anything transpiring after that had anything to do with that. So, but again, life keeps moving, right? Can't take life can't take life for granted at all, man. I mean, one is very thankful to have some sort of a semblance of routine where things are going as they should each and every day with no problems. That's, oh my God, there's nothing like a life like that, you know. But we have to always remind ourselves how sensitive life is. And that it can end in any moment. I just don't mean to be this dark, y'all, but this is what goes on in the head of a guy. And you might want to rethink some things. Maybe call somebody and tell them you love them, type of shit. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, we should do that more often. Just Never know. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all again. My bad, y'all. You know, more human and shit. Oh, man. Fucking sirens outside and shit. Shell shock, PTSD, that shit is real, y'all. This shit is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. It ain't cloud chasing shit. It's my life. This is my life. I suffer through all kinds of thoughts and shit. Fucking fucked up fucking memories and shit. Oh man, my bad. Look, all right. We okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way. I can now introduce this book to you. These silences just shut up. Okay, A.S. Jackson. Stonewall Jackson himself. Sit down, dear reader, and read a story only a fool will tell. That's how Andrew Stonewall Jackson candidly assesses his frank and gutsy story of his life. A life that starts in the savage jungle of Detroit's ghetto. As in any jungle, the unwritten code of survival is all that counts. And by the age of 16, Jackson had passed the acid test of the streets. Train. He became a thief and graduated to a major league pimp. Jackson's story is ruthless. A tale such as a few have dared to tell. This is so important that it's still wrapped up in his packaging. Only a few of these books remain in circular. And to get your hand on this, you might have to have some bread on you, man. Let me look up the current prices they may be having now. Whoa! $690, bro. Are you freaking kidding? They went up significantly. Holy shit, y'all. 600. Wow. Well, there you have it. That book's coming next. I should hope y'all pay mucho attention. With all of these things being said tonight, I want you all to tell a friend, to tune in, and please look out with some donations to keep this party pumping. As you can see, I'll need it. Now, thankfully, I didn't pay that much, But again, the copies that are out there are so scarce that they're going crazy right now. You see for yourself. All right, stay sexy. It becomes you. Oops. Let's get it right. There. Peace.